Hi everyone, welcome to New Finance and welcome to this video on Ethereum Classic ETC. In this video, I'm going to discuss the market overall today and recent price action in regards to ETC and how it's forming this ascending triangle and where we can expect it to test the recent resistance or go test the support that we have consolidated at that levels in the past before. And I'm also going to be diving deep into why you should be holding ETC for at least end of 2022 or start accumulating ETC if you're thinking of going into it, or even ETH, because it's got to do a lot with how Ethereum itself is going to change in the coming year and what effects that could have on ETC and not just the fundamentals of it, but the hype that Ethereum is going to bring and the hype trickling down into Ethereum Classic and how this can shift the price to levels that we've not seen yet before, and Shiba, Dogecoin, and all of these are examples of what hype can do to a coin that fundamentally means nothing if you look at it in terms of providing value or anything like that. So if that sounds good to you guys, please hit that subscribe button, give me a like as well for the YouTube algorithm. It just means you will see more videos like this that are about finances, helping you grow, helping you make wiser investments. So first of all, we're going to go on CoinMarketCap, just look at the overall market today. Currently, Bitcoin is cooling off after hitting another all-time high above 64,000 that we saw earlier this year, and Ethereum steady but surely it's going back up to the all-time high and continuing the march towards 10,000 and 20,000 that is predicted by big investors. So then going on to Ethereum Classic, today currently trading at $55 with 24-hour high of $56 and 24-hour low of 54. So pretty steady and just been consolidating with volume up 11% in the past 24 hours, and we are ranked 31st in the whole crypto market. So why I say ETC is it's very frustrating for us holders that have been in it perhaps since earlier this year, where ETC, if you think back, if you think back to last year this time, ETC was around what it was like $8, fluctuating between $8 to $20 and going nowhere. And then May 2021 came around and boom, all of a sudden we had it going all the way up to 180 just because of what was going on with Ethereum, because Ethereum was hitting new highs and people wanted to get into Ethereum but didn't have enough money to invest into a whole Ethereum coin, but wanted to hold something perhaps that is related to Ethereum, which is Ethereum Classic is, to remind you again, is the original Ethereum, and Ethereum that we know of now is born out of Ethereum Classic. So people decided to invest into Ethereum Classic and taking the price to a new all-time high. And going back to what's happening with Ethereum and why you should be holding on to your ETC, and just going back to being a frustrating time for us that have held on for so long to ETC, and I'm gonna basically break down what my thought process is, why I'm going to hold on to it, solely based on what is going to happen with Ethereum in the coming year. So Ethereum is going to merge, estimated in May to June 2022. So as we heard before, these words just flying around in every video that you've probably watched about Ethereum 2.0 coming out, and how that is going to merge with a beacon chain POS system, rather than the fact that it's at the moment POW at the moment. So what's the difference between POS and POW? So proof of work versus proof of stake. So at the moment, each transaction in the Ethereum network is validated by the miners, and at the moment they are going to transfer to a proof of stake version where that is validated by people that have staked their money into Ethereum, people that have invested into it, and that makes Ethereum network so much more efficient in terms of cost and also energy that I think every cryptocurrency is working towards this goal, and Ethereum is going to be one of the first altcoins to make that a reality. And when that does happen, and with what's going on with Ethereum in with other use cases, Ethereum could skyrocket to the goals that we've spoken about, 10,000 and 20,000 coming up shortly. And just want to highlight this tweet. This guy, very active, crypto Gucci, very active on Twitter about Ethereum, big fan of Ethereum. This guy talking about the best time to buy ETH was 5 years ago. The second best time is now. I've heard this quite a lot, and I think this statement stands true with a lot of cryptos. It's never late. You've always heard people saying, okay, I didn't catch Bitcoin, and that was 5 to 10 years ago they used to say that, and they sort of gave up on it, and that time was the probably best time to get into crypto. So it's never too late. You've always got the time to get into it, regardless of how much you're going to invest. And also, don't take just my word for it. Altcoin Daily, whose research I really respect and follow, alongside every other research that I do, made it his number one coin to set your eyes on for 2022 to consider investing into. And also, so you asked that question now, how is this going to help ETC, and how am I going to benefit? You've been talking about Ethereum, and how is that going to benefit my Ethereum Classic investment? Okay, so I want to bring you back to earlier this year when we had this huge spike in price, going from as low as $18, fluctuating between $10 to $20 for so long here, that if you held it, you were like, oh my god, I no longer believe in whatever this Ethereum Classic coin is doing. I need to take my money out and go elsewhere. And you're probably right, because at one point I sold out myself as well. So then all of a sudden Ethereum hits a new high, and people suddenly want to get into Ethereum, but it's too expensive. So the next best option is to go into Ethereum Classic, and boom, the market goes crazy for Ethereum Classic, and we see this huge spike in price. And let me tell you, memes and people rushing into a specific coin is a real indicator and an emotional thing that we need to be aware of happening in the market, because it truly moves the market. It truly can, if it can move the price of a coin from $10 to $20 all the way to $180, regardless of how it moves, if I can predict it for the next cycle, I'm going to try and take advantage of it, and you should try and do that as well. So with what is coming with Ethereum Classic, Ethereum, that is going to trickle down to Ethereum Classic, and we will for sure, when we hit prices of 10 to 20,000 on Ethereum, many more people will be interested in Ethereum itself, and they will get exposed to Ethereum Classic, which will be a cheaper option, and they'll get in. And to know that this coin itself is capped at a volume at a specific number, 200 something million, it's a no-brainer to get yourself into Ethereum Classic now, whilst the prices are low, before the spike coming up in 2022. But everything I say, take it with a pinch of salt. Just something that you might consider is not a financial advice or something that you should be doing, but just my thought process, something that came true earlier this year. And markets seem to repeat itself over and over again. So it could happen again. Just thinking about the fundamentals, and just look at where Dogecoin and Shiba are going, just being a hype coin, just because people want to be in it for no fundamental reason at all. So when it comes to making money, all matters is the movement on the chart and the price. And if it's going to be moved by memes or people just rushing into it, we're not going to care. We're going to put our money there for it to increase and take the profit and run. So guys, if you found that helpful, please give me some feedback in the comment section below. And also, but just before I go, yeah, this ascending triangle forming here, we got, so the levels that I want to talk about is to watch if it does break out of this triangle. We could see 60 again, which we got rejected at multiple times since this big drop here on earlier in September. We've been rejected at 60 multiple times, three times here. So it could go back up, test 60, and then the potential will be to move back up to 70 to 80. But if it doesn't, we got good support around $50, and then $40 will be a price target that I'd watch if it does go down. So guys, let me know in the comment section what you think of this video, how I can improve the videos that I'll put out in the future, and if any of this resonates with you in terms of your investment and what you are doing with your Ethereum, how many you hold, and if you're getting into it to Ethereum Classic or Ethereum now because of what's going on with the market and what's coming up in 2022. Hit that subscribe button, hit that like button if you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one.